Sir, can we go?
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, Aditi, go on.
Yes, ma'am. A very good morning and a warm welcome to our eminent speaker, Dr. Preeti Nanda Sibal ma'am, our guest, Dr. Pushpa Bharti ma'am, Dr. Sangeeta Srivastav ma'am, Dr. Uttam Sharma, coordinator of Sri Vaishnav Institute of Home Science, Dr. Dipali Saxena ma'am, assistant professor in Food and Nutrition Department, other Sri Vaishnav Vidyapeeth Vishwavidyalaya faculties, attendees, participants, and students. As Heather Morgan says, every time you eat or drink, you are either feeding disease or fighting it. With these words, I, Aditi Gupta, BSc third semester, Food and Nutrition, Sri Vaishnav Institute of Home Science, welcomes you all on the second day of National Nutrition Week Celebration 2021, a lecture series cum quiz competition from September 1st to 7th. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Dipali Saxena ma'am, Assistant Professor in Sri Vaishnav Institute of Home Science, to introduce our today's eminent speaker, Dr. Preeti Nanda Sibal ma'am. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Aditi. It's nice. It's my honor and privilege to talk about Dr. Preeti Nanda ma'am. Ma'am have experienced more than 25 years in the health, fitness, wellness domains. Dr. Preeti Sibal ma'am is among India's highest successful entrepreneur, motivation speaker, and a widely celebrated visionary. Ma'am boasts with the wealth of knowledge. Ma'am is also the alumni of renowned medical college in Amritsar and the prestigious IIM Lucknow. She also holds a fellowship in functional medicine from the George Washington University, USA. She is also a certified educated coach from CEC, Florida. Ma'am also trained by Harvard graduate and works closely with him. Ma'am, over to you.
Thank you, Dipali. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. And thank you, Dr. Sharma, for arranging such a beautiful event. You know, being a doctor, I'm 1989 batch, Amritsar Medical College. So I've seen this healthcare changing in the last 33 decades. 180 degrees. And I think two very important critical people who have a role to play if we want to gift our children something called health. One, nutrition. Second, mental health. So psychologist. I think these two people, a lot of youngsters are coming into this domain. And Dr. Sharma, Dr. Dipali, people like you are really, helping them groom well so that healthcare can come to a stage where we enjoy health. So before I start my topic, Dipali had asked me, ma'am, topic kya loge? And I had given her the topic, Gutsy India, Happy India. Right, Dipali?
Yes, ma'am.
You know why? Last 1.5 years, I've been working on gut health very, very intensely. I worked with, I think, 400 plus patients and made them do elimination diet online in the last 1 year. And that is a huge number because Indians doing elimination diet is not easy. Especially majority of my patients are from Punjab because I'm a Punjabi, I'm a foodie. Pranthe ke bina din nahi nikalta hai, right? And baturon ke bina lunch nahi hota hai. So with this, if these many patients were able to do elimination and the type of stories which were created was amazing. Was amazing in the sense I had PCOD girls who lost 5 kgs in 3 weeks. And when we introduced gluten for her, she said, ma'am, koi jabardasti bhi karega, I won't eat gluten. And I said, why? She said, ma'am, I've gained 2.5 kgs in 2 days of introducing gluten. So imagine her gut was so unwell that gluten was triggering so much of inflammation that in 2 days her body retained so much of water. Of course, 2 days if you gain 2.5 kgs, it's water weight, right? And starting from there, I had behavioral disorder children feeling better. I work very, very closely with type 1 diabetics. And the moment we changed their gut microbiome, we changed their food. We change the way they think, because that impacts how your food gets digested. Insulin levels come down to half and even less in a week, 10 days time for quite a lot of people. So as a medical doctor, I was never taught about food in this way. I think yesterday we had a very eminent speaker who very clearly said, doctors don't know anything about nutrition, right? So when I wear my doctor hat, of course, it hurts somewhere here. It really hurts, right? Because we study so much. The only thing is the curriculum does not have nutrition in it, right? But at the same time, she was so bang on right. So bang on right, I can't tell you, because 5 years back when I quit my job as VLCC head, and before that I was heading publishing at Springer, which is the largest science, technology and medicine publisher in the world, right? And before that I was with hospitals, and before that I was a medical advisor with Cipla, which was among the top 3 pharmaceutical companies in India. So I have worked in almost every healthcare space, including government, and I have led polio campaigns and worked in villages and all of that. The irony was, 5 years back when I quit everything and put on this entrepreneurial hat and went to US to study, my class was thinking she's gone insane, pagal ho gayi hai. Right? बिल्कुल ही सटिया गई है, because पता नहीं क्या बात कर रही है, खाने के पीछे पड़ी रहती है, she's always talking about food, right? But luckily and fortunately, a lot of my friends trusted in me in the last 5 years, and I have now a very, very good support from my doctor colleagues. They've joined my program, they've reversed their type 2 diabetes, I worked with some of the autistic children, who are in our families. I worked with PCOS, I worked with obesity, and they respect me for what I'm doing now. So a lot of gratitude to everybody who's played a part in this journey. And today, if somebody comes to me with whatever problem, my thing is, let me just check how your gut is working. And I'm sure all of us here know this, acknowledge this, and we are working on this. And we are very blessed. Why I say so is, we come from a land where Ayurveda has been there for thousands of years, right? And one very good thing about Ayurveda is, Ayurveda believes in gut health. Everything starts from the gut, everything starts from mind in Ayurveda, so that's beautiful. What I would love Ayurveda to have also is a bit of test and lots of research. Because that will then give the credibility and make sure that it just stays in the right hands. Right? And I think functional medicine has tied up allopathy, Ayurveda, homeopathy together and created which is going to help all of us stay healthy, mentally and physically both. Are you hearing any disturbance?
No, it's fine. A little bit before it.
Okay,
Fine.
perfect. So,
It's fine now.
friends, if in the chat box you can tell me, if you agree with me, say yes. If you do not agree with me, say why. Why? WHY, right? There is no space for no, because universe doesn't listen the word no at all. Okay? So either you will write Y or you will write WHY, right? Gut health defines your physical, mental, spiritual health. If you agree with me, give me a Y in the chat box. And if you do not agree with me, give me a Y in the chat box. And how many participants?
Ma'am, we full the blank. We jumbo 100 plus.
Great. So,
We have
okay, so that's the number of answers I'm looking for. See, if you give me energy, I'll give you 110%. If you don't give me energy, your hour will go by and you will have nothing to laugh or learn by the end of the session. So great. So at least we are on the same page. Thank you for showing me I'm as intelligent as you are. Right? Okay. Second, we can take care of our gut health by following very, very, very simple techniques. If you agree with me, give me a Y. And if you do not agree with me, give me a Y. Wow. So we all agree that managing our gut health is not difficult. It is simple. Wow, I love that. So third and the last question. No food is healthy for everybody. Food is very, very personalized and no food is healthy for everybody. So this thing, healthy food is a big monster, which is actually creating a lot of problems in our health curriculum. If you agree with me, why? And if you do not agree with me, why? Wow. So all of you agree with me, the healthy food is a big, big, big fad of today's times, right? People take 3x to 10x of our money on the pretext this is healthy. But at the end, if you look at the reading labels, right? I did a special video which is on my YouTube to teach people to read labels, because in India, I think we don't spend that few seconds to read labels. You will find emulsifiers there. You will find all sorts of processing done there. You will find coloring there. You will find everything possible there. You know, in my food label, what I realized was, when I was doing that, I told my assistant to get a packet of makhanas, because makhanas are healthy, right? And you won't believe, when I looked at the label, I didn't know how do these people get this great idea of making a healthy food so unhealthy for us and our children and our loved ones. It is ridiculous. And once they package it, it is priced at 3 times, right? And all of that for me is gut health. So before I look at my slides, I don't know what they are going to say. I really want to say that this time, the tagline of this Nutrition Week is very, very, very special and close to my heart. We all believe prevention is better than cure. Yes? Right? And I think this is so right. If we take care of the nutrition and the gut microbiome in the first 1,000 days of the birth of our children, I can assure you we can decrease the diseases our children are going through significantly. You know, today morning I was reading a paper which said that in America, 50% of children are suffering from chronic diseases. 50%. I am sure जो भी ये डेटा जानता है और सुन रहा है, एक बार को दिल जरूर ऐसे करके करता है, This is what we have created for our children. है ना? And we can't say हमने नहीं किया, तुमने किया, right? हम सब कहीं कहीं रोल प्ले कर रहे हैं ये सब होने के लिए, ठीक है? तो इसलिए my topic of Gutsy India, Happy India is because अगर हमारा गट हेल्थ सही है, अगर हम गट हेल्थ पे पहले 1000 दिनों में इफ वी कैन वर्क, I can promise, and there is a lot of studies and data to show that not only we will have less diseases in children, we will have less mental health diseases in children also. You know, incidence of autism to type 1 diabetes to ADHD to stress, a lot of mental health conditions are increasing, and all of them, the base lies in the gut. The base lies in the gut. So let's see what I have to share with you. And I will keep enough time for questions because that's the best part of any presentation I do. I really love that. And I think that is what I will want to do for a longer time. Can you see my slides?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. So Gutsy India is Happy India. And I'm very, very happy that everybody who's listening today agrees with this. So this is my introduction, which has already been shared. So if you want to go back today with just one message, right? And you are one of those who think, you know, too much of education is not for me. Tell me one thing which I should remember and be a better person, enjoy better health. Then this is it. No if, no but. Only gut. Gut is our second brain. Anybody who would want to tell me in the chat box why gut is the second brain? So gut is the second brain because the vagus nerve connects the gut and the brain. And that's the connection which stays connected every second. And most importantly, 80% of your neurotransmitters are made in your gut, not in your brain. And that is the reason no if, no but, only gut. Because if gut is not healthy, brain cannot be healthy because food for brain is in the gut. And you know what? I have a very cute story around this which I've made because it helps me explain to youngsters, millennials, you know, the importance of gut. If you give me the permission, I will want to share that. And if you want to give me the permission, unmute yourself and say yes.
Yes.
Great. So you know what? We know that these bacteria and all came to this earth before human beings came. Right? So these bacteria, viruses, fungi, which we call gut microbiome, the parasites all together, they were staying in plants, in soil, and those places. Now, when human being was created, there was this buzz everywhere. This is the best creation of the Almighty. This is the best creation of this universe. How many of you agree we are the best? Do you agree with that? Perfect. So these bacteria and all, you know, they had this meeting and they were talking, and one of those said, boss, sometimes, you know, we don't get food easily. We have to struggle so much. Plants have seasons, and some seasons, you know, they're just lazy and, you know, their leaves are shedding off and they don't have enough food for themselves. And then they regain, you know, their vitality and everything. How about if we can make this best creation our home? Because then we will also have all the comfort and the luxuries and a wow life to live with. Right? And then their head said, oh yes, this seems like a very, very good idea. And everybody was very happy. And then one smart guy gets up and says, it is fine. It will be nice. But what will happen if one day this, your best creation, whom you are very excited about today, decides, no, he doesn't want to have you. So the head of the, you know, the guy who was leading the meeting started thinking and he said, oh yes, this is a question. Ghar ka dhobi na ghar ka na ghat ka, you know, right? So hamare saath bhi this will happen. So we have to be smart. What can we do? So everybody, you know, sat with their heads together like this and started thinking, what do we do? What do we do? How do we make him so dependent on us that he can never tell us go out? And then one guy suddenly got up and said, oh wow, you know, I've heard they will do everything from what their mind will say. And if we can have control on their mind, on their brain, on their body, on the functioning of every minute detail of their body, they will never be able to say goodbye to us. In fact, we will always rule them. And everybody was, wow, this looks like a good solution. So what will we do? So then they said that we will be in such a combination that we will create all their neurotransmitters. We will create all their important vitamins and minerals, which will be important for their health, physical health also. We will, you know, make sure that how they behave, how the food they eat gets digested, how much of nutrition they get from it, and all of that. And everybody said, wow, this looks like a great plan. And that is what they did. And that is the reason, you know, when a child is born, if a child is born by cesarean section, the gut already has a compromised gut microbiome. If the child is born by vaginal birth but is not breastfed, the child already has a compromised gut microbiome. And it doesn't start there. It starts the day the child is conceived. The mother's health becomes very, very vital in creating the microbiome of the child. And as the child grows, microbiome changes. And therefore, but if they have a weaker microbiome in the beginning, the changes happen quickly. And that's when children get diseases like, you know, autism and ADHD and type 1 diabetes and gut problems, mental health, other issues. So a healthy gut is the sign of healthy life because it has been planned that ways. You know, now there's a lot of literature which says that we are not human genes. How many of you can tell me, unmute and tell me, because I can't see the chat box with the screen sharing. Unmute and tell me what percentage of genes are human genes in our body? And please don't Google. If you know it, unmute and share it. What percentage of genes are human genes in our body? Yes.
23.
How much?
23.
Okay. Anybody else? Not 23. Anybody else? But you are quite close.
23 is
Anybody else who can tell me what percentage of genes are human genes in a human body? The day I came to know that, I was shocked. Yes, what percentage?
1.
No, not 1 year. Not that bad. Anybody else?
20%, ma'am.
Okay, very near, but not there.
10.
Yes, 10% and slightly more is the genes we have from human body. Rest all our genes from the gut. Do you know that? कैसा लग रहा है ये सुनकर? Suddenly feeling आ रही है that you know gut is really important. बोलना नहीं, सोचना भी पड़ेगा अब. At least I felt that way. I said, यार ठीक है, it cannot be only lip service now. It will have to be serious thing. Right? And therefore, the day your child is born, even in young life, you can know how the gut health is. Of course, you know how the child is born. Delivery kaisi thi? See whether these stools are smelly or not. If they are smelly, once the child is on breastfeeding, stools should not smell. If they are smelly, means the gut is in dysbiosis. That's the time to start correcting it. If the child again and again falls sick and you're giving a lot of antibiotics, that's the indication to show that gut is not healthy. If the child has lots of PPIs or acid or gas in the stomach, sign to tell you gut is not healthy. Right? And once they've started seeing this, how many of you know that, now the newer recommendations are doing weaning in a different way? Anybody who would want to unmute and share, if a child comes to me with any of these histories, like, smelly stool, cesarean birth, no breastfeeding, lot of antibiotics in the first 1,000 days, a lot of PPIs and all, then what is it that would advise for weaning to these children? Anybody? Who will want to share? So, gut health is changing at such a rapid speed that if for 1 week I don't update myself on gut health, I start lagging behind. And in the coming years, this is going to be a very, very, very important and critical part of helping human beings stay healthy. So who wants to share any 3 changes I would do in weaning of children today? Especially if they are born by cesarean section, if they have a lot of infections or, no breastfeeding, something like this. Any guesses? No answer is bad. I just want to know whether all of you are awake or not.
Ma'am, maybe we introduce some fiber related foods to it in it.
Okay, you are very close. Good. Anybody else?
And probiotic drinks.
Very, very good. Very, very, very good. Yes. What else?
Milk related products
What?
like curd and
That's a probiotic, so that's fine. That's the same. What else?
Fermented products, ma'am.
Yogurt.
Malted foods.
Which food?
Fermented.
Fermented foods. Again, probiotic.
And fresh vegetables and fruits.
Okay, and if between vegetables and fruits, one thing you have to choose, what will you choose?
Green leaves.
Why? I think we start with banana and stuff like that. Yes or no?
Yes.
So why will you choose vegetables? You are right. You are right. That's the change I want you to, promote with me in all the people you live. Start from your family and then share it with your patients and your clients and your friends. But why?
Ma'am, maybe germinated cereals.
Yes, they are probiotics, so that's all right. That's the same. And you have to also see whether it can be digested by them or not, because you have to make it very, very digestible.
grinded food.
That, of course, you have to give here.
Moong dal water, smoothie, vegetable soups, and probiotics.
Something else I'm looking at. Probiotics, fine.
Ma'am, amylase rich food which are malted already. We can give them.
Like
Like ma'am, ragi mal.
Malted cereals.
So
It will be easily digested.
I would want to start with stuff like avocados. I would want to introduce 5 very, very simple, easy to digest vegetables first before I introduce any grain. Right? I will, for example, sweet potato, squash, stuff like that. And only after that, I will introduce any fruit. I will not introduce fruit in the beginning. I will not introduce carbs in the beginning. Because that's the type of microbiome then will be cultivated, will be grown. And if that's the type of microbiome is grown, then that's the type of food the child will start craving. Because you are not deciding what you want to eat. It's that 90% of the gut microbiome which makes you complete decides what you want to eat. But the beauty is you have the power to decide what gut microbiome you will have inside your body. Do you find this fascinating or not? Rest of the things is technical, we'll learn it. But do you find this whole concept so fascinating? You have the power to decide who will reside in your gut. And then you give all the power to that gut to make you behave the way, that gut wants you to behave. Isn't this fascinating? Another thing which I will do is I will make sure that when I introduce fruits, I introduce color-dense fruits. Oranges and dark purples. Why? Because they are very rich in phytonutrients and we need it early during our weaning time. Tree nuts are a good thing. And very, very important, I will try and make sure that the child gets 7 colors, the rainbow in a day.
Orange.
So honestly tell me, how many of us actually keep this in account that we are eating a rainbow when we eat our food? Somebody is on unmute and talking behind. I will request you to please mute yourself. So anybody who can tell me if you really follow the rainbow, whenever you eat your meal, please unmute and say, wow, I do it.
I try to do it.
Very good. So can we all clap for her? And I think you should make sure that people around you also do it. Support them, help them. Create a group where if only one thing we can do is start eating rainbows, we will have an altogether different gut microbiome. Right? So sometimes very simple things, but very, very important to do. Another very big thing which is playing havoc with our gut microbiome. Any guesses? Anyone who would want to make a guess? It is HH. I'm giving you a hint. HH is creating a big havoc with our gut microbiome, and it starts in childhood, and that's the reason it is important.
Hygienic.
Sorry?
Hygienic.
Eating habits?
Yes. Right answer. No. Eating, so we've discussed. Somebody was saying something about hygiene.
Hygiene, yes.
Yes. So hygiene hypothesis. Can you elaborate a little? Can you first share your name and then elaborate a little on this? How is hygiene hypothesis creating really big time havoc with our gut microbiome? Yes, please.
Unhygienic food will cause food poisoning and that will destroy
No. This is the problem. I want children to eat dirt. Can we give this message to people around us?
Hygienic Canada first.
Don't be overcautious. Don't be over healthy for your children. Remember, your child will learn to handle things, provided you allow them to get that power in. When they are young, you are so conscious, everything is over sanitized. You don't let anything come around your child, you know. The gut microbiome becomes so delicate that the moment your child goes out and starts exploring the world, the gut microbiome says, no, this is not my world. I have never seen this. This is a new place. I'm feeling very scared. ऐसा होता है आपके साथ जब आप नई जगह पर फर्स्ट टाइम जाते हो? I remember I had traveled to Germany about 15 years back on my first official international trip. And you know, for one full day, I was without water there. Because I did not know that there you have to drink tap water. I ordered water from the hotel twice and they bought me sparkling water. I don't drink. So the moment I used to start drinking sparkling water, it didn't taste nice because I don't even like soda. Next day, the first thing when I reached the office, I told my colleague, can I have a glass of water? She said, oh wow, come, let me show you where you can get it. She took me to the tap, filled the water and came out. And she said, we can even use toilet water here for drinking because we get clean water supply everywhere. Right? Can you imagine 24 hours, new place, same UEC, I don't know where to go. It was feeling, you know, it was a Sunday and it was feeling as if there is a curfew because nobody was there. I was in Heidelberg and very less population. It's sort of a hill station. And then no water. Exactly that is what we do to our children's gut microbiome. Please, friends, please remember, you are preparing your child to go out in that world which is full of toxins, full of dirt, which is full of heavy metals, right? And the type of life today we live, we have no sun exposure, no vitamin D, lot of toxins everywhere. The water in Gurgaon where I stay, you know, we do an oligoscan, which uses spectrometry to find out how much iodine you have, potassium you have, magnesium, molybdenum, manganese, and all your white minerals, basically, which are very, very key to your health. You know, in 80% of my patients, I'm seeing they are low on iodine. And when I ask them, are you eating white salt? They are like, yes. Because anybody who comes to me, I make sure they keep a balance of iodized salt and black salt or Himalayan pink salt. Iodine is very, very, very important for our body. And it is difficult to test it in blood in India, you know. So, you know why most of these are deficient in iodine? Anybody who would want to make a guess? I can't hear you.
Consumption of seafoods.
We don't eat seafood, yaar. But that's not the reason we are deficient in iodine. You know, even using white salt in 2 vegetables should be sufficient to keep you good on iodine. But why we are still deficient in iodine?
Not being able to absorb.
No. See, we have to look at all this. We have to really look at all this because times have changed. Environment has changed significantly. And if we don't take a holistic approach, we will not reach anywhere, friends. Simple things first. Our water. How many of you thought about water but did not say water? Water in Gurgaon is very high on fluoride. And fluoride replaces iodine from our cells. So, drinking good water is also another very important thing for our gut microbiome to be healthy. Very, very important. And you know a simple trick how you can make your water healthy? Anybody who can share with me how they make their water healthy. And don't tell me RO water, because that's the worst thing we have gifted to ourselves. Right? But how do you make your water healthy?
Storing in earthen pot.
Oh yes, beautiful. Storing in earthen pot, yes. And when you buy earthen pot, don't buy the cheapest. Buy the best. Because the price difference is not much, but the way it will contribute to your gut microbiome, you will get multiplied by thousands and lakhs times benefit. So never buy the cheapest earthen pot, okay? Because if you buy the cheapest and they've used mud which is full of toxins, you've lost the benefit. Okay? Yes. Who else is going to share? What else we can do to make our and our children and our family members' water healthy?
Using copper vessels.
Copper vessels, yes, but again, I would want to advise you that when I do this oligo scan, I am currently seeing either a lot of people with low copper or low zinc or high zinc and high copper. And high copper is not good for us and low copper is not good for us. Even I'm seeing people with high silver in their body. So my request is keep in balance. So if 3 months you are taking in copper vessel, then 3 months in earthen pot, then 3 months in silver, right? So balance, balance, balance. What else? Something you can do every day without fear of having excess in your body.
Boiling water.
No, something else.
Dr. Preeti, I'm Dr. Alamir Munday from Puducherry. In the south of India, we have a practice of using two types of one root which is called as petriware, and we use that to purify the water. And the other is on a nut variety which is called as Tertan Pottai. We just drop that seed to the water, the stored water, and it cleans all the impurities that we expect to have from the tap water, and that is a practice that we do it here.
Beautiful, beautiful. And can I request you something?
Yeah, ma'am.
Can you just type this and send to Dipali? And Dipali, can you share it with all the participants in writing?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for the joining.
Okay, Dipali, I will try to find out what exactly the English name is for the two things that I have said, and then I'll try to send it to you. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
We have started to work, so I'm in college now. I will take some time to do all this and then.
Please,
sure
but thank you for sharing, because you know our traditional knowledge is what is going to save us.
Exactly.
Yes, ma'am.
But what I want all of us to do who are listening to me today, and I want you to share this part with all your family members, please. This is your give back to me today, right? Is please keep water in a glass bottle in sun for 3 to 4 hours. Charge it with sunlight and drink it. You will be amazed at the change in energy you will feel when you do it. Because it really changes your gut microbiome. And this is simple. The morning when you just have a glass bottle ready, put it outside. When you're leaving for your school, or when your maid comes, or when you come back during lunch, just pick that bottle, get it inside, and have everybody drink a glass of water. Is this difficult? Anybody who will want to tell me, is this difficult?
They were typing in a chat box.
Okay, yeah, I can't see the chat box. Somehow I'm not that tech friendly. I think my age is a barrier there.
The participants, you can switch on the camera and unmute your mic for answers. No problem.
No, ma'am, it's not that hard. It's not that difficult.
Okay, so after the call, maybe I learn from you, because I can only see my screen here. Right? I will have to stop
I am
seeing
here,
it.
ma'am. No problem.
Great. So my point is, please start doing this. little things will go a long way in keeping all of us healthy and good. Right? And Dipali, you will have to tell me when the time is up, because I will stop whenever you will want me to.
Please don't stop this. I think this lecture must to go on. Right, Aditi?
Thank you, but I really want you to go back with some takeaways. I believe simple, if we do consistently, will give us more results than complicated things which we do once a while. Right? Now, this is an image I have for all of you. Please unmute yourself and tell me what you can see here.
Overpopulation.
Overpopulation, okay, but is this only overpopulation? What do you see? Overcrowded. What do you see? What is one word which comes to your mind when you see this image? What?
Overload.
What else? The moment I saw this image, I felt chaos. Yes or no? Somebody's going left, somebody's going right, somebody's on the train, somebody's below the train. There's complete chaos. And look at number of people we have here. Nowhere close to what we have inside us. What was the number in the previous slide? Who will tell me? Who will tell me what was the number in the previous slide?
Some 10-digit number.
14.
Right.
14. That's something.
Right. And what is here? So I'm just seeing all of you are awake. I really want everybody to be awake when I am talking. I don't know it's good or bad, but I do make sure that, you don't go off to sleep. Right. What is the number here? 5 trillion, right? And you know how many organisms you have in your gut microbiome?
Numerous.
10 trillion plus. How many? And look at this image, which is in millions, and we see so much chaos, so much unrest, so much overload, so much confusion, right? And look at this. What do you see here? So much peace, so much calm, so much, energy, so much light. Can you see all of this here? So imagine this is what human beings have created, and we cannot handle only this much. But look at what God has created, or Almighty has created, or universe has created. Trillions of bacteria and all can live in harmony, in peace, give us energy, give us food, give us our vitamins, minerals, provided. Please mute yourself. Please mute yourself. My mind just goes off track with unnecessary noise. Thank you very much. Look at this image and just visualize this image in your minds. Unless you create this with your actions, with your lifestyle, right? In your gut, you have the power to create this. Universe wants it to be like this. So what do you want? You want your gut microbiome to be like this or to be like this? What do you want? Time is running fast, friends. Quickly. Yes, what do you want? This or this? 1 or 2? This is 2, that is 1. 1 or 2? 2. And
2, ma'am.
Our lifestyles, what is it creating? What is it creating? 1 or 2? Exactly. And unless you create 2 for yourself, for your loved ones, हेल्थ तो दूर की बात है, सुकून भी नहीं होगा, नींद भी नहीं होगी, आराम भी नहीं होगा, हंसी भी नहीं होगी, खुशी भी नहीं होगी, कुछ भी नहीं होगा. So यहाँ पे ना I am not very good with हिंदी again, but कबीर जी का एक दोहा है जो हम स्कूल्स में पढ़ते थे. किसको आता है? मैं सब कुछ बाहर ढूंढ रहा था और जब बाद में आके देखा तो क्या हुआ? सब कुछ तो मेरे अंदर ही था. मैं परमात्मा बाहर ढूंढ रहा था, परमात्मा तो मेरे अंदर ही है. मैं खुशी बाहर ढूंढ रहा था, खुशी तो मेरे अंदर ही है. और खुशी कहाँ है? इस गट माइक्रोबायोम में. इस गट माइक्रोबायोम में. तो हम में से कितने लोग इस गट माइक्रोबायोम को हाथ जोड़कर सुबह खिला रहे हैं, अपनी पांचों सेंसेस यूज करके खाना खाते हैं? कितने लोग हैं जो ये करते हैं? और ये मुश्किल नहीं है, आदत है. यू हैव टू क्रिएट अ हैबिट. इट्स नॉट डिफिकल्ट. आई कैन वाउच के बिना यहां नहीं बैठा हुआ. इफ एनीबॉडी give me a loud woohoo if you actually have not brushed your teeth today. Nobody, right? Is anybody sitting here who has not given gratitude to their gut today? Say woohoo if you have not given gratitude to your gut today. You know, on my YouTube channel, which is Food, Medicine and Life, I have a 1-month free program on gut and gratitude. Because the more peace you are in, the better your microbiome becomes. मुझे एक भी woohoo नहीं सुना. That means that all of you have given gratitude to your gut today. Right?
Yeah.
Huh? I personally don't think so, because I've been in this journey for last 5 years and I myself forget to give gratitude to my gut on most of the days. It's not become a habit yet. So please friends, it's simple, but you have to realize what it is. Can you see what this picture at the bottom is? Obesity is all about gut imbalance. So this is my last slide, and this is very, very critical. In fact, on this slide, I can move on for full day, one slide. But what it tells you is that mother to baby microbiota interactions decides how your microbiome will be. Look at this. And your genetics decide. And then when you grow, your organ maturation happen. Energy is defined by this. Whether you are staying in symbiosis, breastfeeding, bottle feeding, your genes, type of delivery, antibiotics, diet, drugs, disease, surgery, stress, all of it influences your gut microbiome. As you age, your gut microbiome quality decreases. So more effort to maintain your gut microbiome is needed. Your absorption to your infections, to your mental health, to your mood, to your sleep, everything happens there. So let's look at what is the microbiota status at different ages. When you are born, you almost have around 100 species if it's a normal delivery. During weaning, that is 6 months to 1 year, 700 species. So imagine 600 species which are added. You have the power to influence your child's microbiota. You know, whenever I read this, I feel sorry that I did not know about this science when I became a mother. But my intent to spread this word to every mother today or would-be mother today just intensifies. Because I know when children suffer from a health issue, and when you know now that you could have corrected it. For example, my son actually had to go through a lot of pain before we got him operated for appendix. I today know that it's his colon which was not healthy, his microbiome was not healthy, and I could do nothing about it then. So I really want you guys to understand this and circulate it with as many people as you can. Everybody needs to know this. When you are adult, by the age of 3 years, you know how many species you have? 1,000 species. And of course, then during puberty, pregnancy, menopause, your composition keeps altering. Old age, your diversity decreases, your thing alters. But first 2 to 3 years, you've made it and you have broken it. And the tragedy is we are not doing it by choice. We are doing it because we are unaware. We don't know it. Nobody is talking about it so much. And you know, the beauty why I am talking about this on this platform is whatever food you eat, whatever way you eat, whenever you eat, if your microbiome is not correct, that food will get fermented and make gas inside your body. Please note this. So only giving, so you know, initially when I came into this line, and I have a lot of people to thank too, who have contributed to my involvement, to my growth, to my this journey where I've come through different stages and I am here now. Important is, I started hating the word healthy because I realized what we eat is important. But when we eat, why we eat, with whom we eat is even more important. And you know, we knew about it, but nobody was emphasizing it so much. But now, I know that if my gut microbiome is not healthy, whatever I might eat, you know, even dry fruits can become messy for you if your gut microbiome is not healthy, because if your gut is leaky, if there is infections, if there is yeast, if there is fungus, I get some very complicated mold cases and stuff like that. And unless you do that right, no type of food can actually, you know, save us. So please remember, we have to be aware. Once we are aware, things will fall in place. Of course, as I told you, all our neurotransmitters are made in gut. आप खुश हो, आप emotionally connected हो, सब depend करता है. This is a very, very beautiful study which was done on autism kids. And it was seen that if you have higher Prevotella, lesser lactobacillus, and you know, lactospirae, your chances of having autism increase, chances of having IBD, irritable bowel disease increases. All your autoimmune conditions start from the gut. Twice as many women suffer from digestive health issues. 95% of serotonin is produced in the small intestine. And serotonin defines how happy you are. After COVID, we all know 70% of our immune system is in our gut. And 62% of people suffer from digestive complaints. So this is my very, very beautiful slide where I'm talking about if your gut is not healthy, there is a 5-hour detailed program which needs to be followed, which is remove, reduce, repair, repopulate, and rebalance. It takes about 6 months to a year to do this. But most important thing is be aware of what is happening inside you. If you become aware, you know, a lot of things will fall in place automatically. Right? And I can go on and on, but I think this is it. Thank you very much. And I will stop sharing and be up for questions.
Yes.
And
Yes, questions, please.
yes, questions, please. Before you ask, I would want all of you to give me in a chat box. Did you get one thing from this talk today which you are going to start implementing today? Everybody, please.
Yeah.
Did you sleep for a second during the session?
Ma'am, participants were saying
Thank
they
you.
will never enjoy any presentation like this much.
Thank you very much. And if you want to thank you, please make sure that one thing, whatever you've decided today that you will do for your gut health, you will share in your family groups, and you will make sure that they do it with you. Yes, try to take the rainbow in our daily life. You know, I have a CSR program for type 1 diabetic children, and I make them do this. I make them create a rainbow, I make them color a rainbow, and every day they have to tick. Have they had the food of that color that day? So parents can't get lazy now, right? They have to make sure that they give rainbows to the children.
Yes, questions, please. You can write in
Yes,
the chat
please.
box too.
And you can unmute and ask too.
Yeah, unmute and switch on your camera too. You can do this.
Yes, I like talking to faces.
Yes. Shubhangi, any question?
Thank you everybody for very, very valuable feedback. I respect it and I take it with all kindness. Yes, Shubhangi.
Ma'am, can you please give a little more detail about glass water, sun-charged glass water bottle?
So basically, see what happens is, you would have read now that infrared saunas, right? Like I have infrared sauna in my clinic. We do colon hydrotherapy to cleanse the gut, colon, and stuff like that. Over the years, when we are born, we have a lot of infrared energy within us, right? Because of the environment, because of us staying inside, that keeps deteriorating over the years as we grow. One simple way which Finnish and all do is they use a lot of infrared saunas. Now these saunas are different from what you get in hotels and all, right? They recharge your cells, they detoxify your cells, take the toxins out. But not everybody can have access to that. And we have a very, very simple access to infrared rays, and that is through our energy giver, you know, God or whatever you can call sun. If you put your glass bottle in sun, the glass bottle actually, the infrared rays penetrates those water cells. And we all know water has memory. आप अगर एक वाटर को रोज प्यार से बोलोगे, I love you, you are healing me, you are keeping my gut microbiome healthy, what will happen? That water will really recharge you, right? And on the other hand, you're drinking water and thinking, I am not going to leave Dr. Dipali, you know, I don't know what she thinks about herself. No, it's her event and I am working the whole day and night for the event. And she gets all the credit. Not fair at all. What is that water going to do to you, beautiful? Nothing at all. Your all cells will be filled with it. So, right? And that's what this water thing does. The glass bottle, when you keep in sun, the infrared charge happens. And when that infrared charge happens, and you drink that water when you are sitting. So very important, Sadhguru also says that, our Ayurveda says that, everybody today in FM says that, anybody who knows an inch about health says that. Can you guess what?
Sit and drink.
That I had already said, yaar, ye to cheating hai. What else? Eat your water and drink your food. Write it somewhere. Right? So when you charge this water, sit it Take sip by sip. And because you know it is full of infrared, it's full of energy, it's going to detoxify your body, it's going to improve your energy, it's going to help you get a cleaner gut health, it's going to clean off your face, it's going to remove all the pimples you have on your face. Yesterday only I had a patient telling me, ma'am, insulin तो आधा हुआ है, अभी खत्म नहीं हुआ, but मेरे pimples सब चले गए हैं. So I said, that's what you wanted, na? Right? So that's the power, Shubhangi. And just drink it like that and send me a message after a month if you've benefited. Glass bottle is the key.
Ma'am, should we be using a colored glass water bottle or like a simple one?
As I told you, keep it as simple as you want, as you can, right? Simple, plain, white glass bottle is very good.
Any other questions? Sharma sir, Vinod
Excuse
sir.
me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I have also heard about alkaline water. What is that? I don't understand.
I don't support alkaline water. Okay? And unfortunately, because there is a lot of talk about it, I'm not anti it. If you are a cancer patient, right? And your body cannot do it on its own, please get that alkaline water machine and use alkaline water. But as I told you in the beginning, eat dirt when you are young, so that when you grow and you eat dirt, your gut knows how to handle it. गोलगप्पे खा के पेट नहीं खराब होता. You know of people जिनका गोलगप्पे खा के पेट ठीक होता है. That's our generation. आज के बच्चे का नहीं ठीक होता है ना, because our gut knows how to handle it, but their gut doesn't. And who is to blame? We. Similarly, alkaline water. One, when you drink alkaline water the whole day, you know, you need acid in your body. How many you know that? Your food gets digested in your stomach if you have good amount of acid. Your stomach makes sure that you do not have infections if you have enough acid in your gut. Third function of acid is, acid helps you digest, absorb minerals and vitamins from the food you eat. And you are going to be shocked. Do you want to get a shock before I say bye-bye to you? No, you must get this shock. Dipali, 40 to 50% of us, anybody who's 30 plus and even younger people, are living with less acid than more. How many of you have ever experienced acidity or have ever taken antacid in their life? कोई भी एसिलॉक, कोई भी एप्पल साइडर विनेगर, कभी एसिडिटी हुई हो, कभी डकार आए हो, कभी खाना हजम हो नहीं.
एसिलॉक.
Yes, एसिलॉक, पेंटासिड.
पेंटा 40.
Why? 50% से ज्यादा लोगों का एसिड कम बन रहा है, फिर भी हम एलोपैथी में उनको कम और बनाने के लिए दे रहे हैं. एंड दैट्स द रीजन हमारी बीमारियां बढ़ रही हैं. I give acid in the name of betaine to all my autoimmune condition patients, all my obese patients, all my hormone imbalance patients, and all my gut health patients. I don't give them Esiloc or Pantop or apple cider vinegar. I give them betaine hydrochloride because of stress, our stomach does not make enough acid. And that is the reason that a lot of us are suffering from gut health issues. And when we take alkaline water the whole day, in some cases, the acid formation can further decrease. So, as I said, no food is healthy for everybody. आप खीरा डाल के पानी पियो, अल्कलाइन हो जाता है. आप धनिया पुदीने की 1 चम्मच चटनी डाल के पी लो, पानी अल्कलाइन हो जाता है. आप 2 पीसेस वाटरमेलन के पानी में सुबह डाल दो, पानी अल्कलाइन हो जाता है. आप लेमन डाल लो, आंवला डाल लो, पानी अल्कलाइन हो जाता है. तो फिर why do you want to do it artificially, friends?
Ma'am, ma'am, we are drinking RO water, so how much is unsafe?
आरओ वाटर का ना मेरे पास सोल्यूशन नहीं है, तो मैं क्या करती हूँ, मैं आरओ वाटर यूज करती हूँ या नॉर्मल एक्वागार्ड यूज करती हूँ, ठीक है, और मैं उसको मिट्टी के मटके में रखती हूँ। 3 महीने ब्रास में रखती हूँ, तांबे के में, 4-5 महीने मिट्टी के में रखती हूँ, बाकी मैं सन चार्ज वाटर यूज करती हूँ। और मैं जब स्टील के या ग्लास कंटेनर में रखती हूँ और सन चार्ज नहीं होता वाटर, तो एक ब्रास की प्लेट आती है विच यू गेट वेरी इजिली, 400 रुपए ऐसे कुछ आती है, 400 रुपीज, उसको आप वाटर में 3-4 घंटे डाल दो तो पानी स्ट्रक्चर हो जाता है। वाटर ना अपने आप में एक पूरी साइंस है, एंड ऑनेस्टली स्पीकिंग ना मैं जितना पढ़ती हूँ उतना और अभी कॉम्प्लिकेट हो रही हूँ, पर ये 3-4 टिप्स हैं जो मैं फाइनली फॉलो कर रही हूँ, क्योंकि ना पानी का स्ट्रक्चर्ड होना बहुत जरूरी है हमारी बॉडी में। सो इट्स बीन स्टडीज नाउ हैज बीन सन दैट इफ यू यूज स्ट्रक्चर्ड वाटर फॉर प्लांट्स, their growth increases by 3x. So अगर प्लांट्स में वो वैसा काम करता है तो ह्यूमन बॉडी पे भी करेगा, है ना? बट एंड इंपॉर्टेंट चीज पता क्या है एक और, कि ना आप ढंग से पियो। एज आई सेड, ईट वाटर। तो हमारी बॉडी इतनी मिराकुलस है ना, मतलब अगर जिंदगी में आपको एक अजूबा देके भेजा है, जिनी देके भेजा है ना, वो है आपकी बॉडी। आप बस उसको मौका दो टू वर्क, राइट? सो इफ यू ईट वाटर, योर बॉडी गेट्स अ चांस टू डिटॉक्सिफाई, टू डू एवरीथिंग द राइट वे। ट्रस्ट योर बॉडी, and this is what you must right now do. I plan to do a series on water, but I don't have enough information right now.
Thank you, ma'am. Quiz link and feedback link posted in chat box. All the participants can look after it. Sir, Vinod sir, any questions?
No, not really. It was quite informative.
Oh.
One could relate with the presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Vinod. And any inputs, you think that we need to share some other things, please do share, because I think we have to work together to make India a healthy and a happy country.
Sure.
Thank you.
Sharma sir, any question?
Thank you very much, madam, for an interactive session. It is rare to see such type of interactive lectures or sessions in which you are involving all the audience and cheering up and giving them live demonstration. So you are a good communicator as well as good orator also, and with a lot of depth in terms of knowledge also. Thank you very much for being a part of this National Nutrition Week, and we will be in touch with you for our future requirements also.
Thank you, Mr. Sharma, and my pleasure, and thanks from my heart for giving me this opportunity.
Thanks.
Yes. Aditi, continue. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your knowledge and deep insights about gut science. Ma'am, it was really a wonderful session and very interactive session. I personally enjoyed the session. And thank you so much for acknowledging the questions.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. The quiz link and the feedback link is posted in the chat box. So participants are requested to please fill the link. Thank you all for giving your valuable time and active participation and making this lecture such an interactive session. Thank you. Now we meet tomorrow on 11:30 a.m. on Google Meet with our third lecture. This concludes the second day of National Nutrition Week celebration. Thank you all. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, Aditi. Thank you, Dipali. Thank you, Mr. Sharma. Thank you, Vinodji.
Thank you.
And all the best with your endeavor.
Thank you, ma'am.